Let me first say that on the question of terrorism, I saw the interview of the LSK president, and I was surprised that she was arrogating herself the position of a judge. We have presented the evidence to court. How did she assess that it was not watertight? And how did she assess that he did not miss the threshold? That is a court process, you know. And there is no court that admits a charge sheet that is defective, you know. There must be a prima facie evidence that shows clearly that there was burning of courts, there was burning of shops, there was cases of stealing of guns, and so defines clearly the acts of terrorism in the Prevention of Terrorism Act. It's very clear. It's even in black and white. As long as you're committing acts that are intended to create fear, destroy property, burn, they have white, they are instilling fear to the population and so forth. And the law is very clear on those issues. The thing is, I want to ask the LSK to concentrate on pushing for rule of law. And that rule of law includes taking suspects to court. Once they go to court, the president can either turn herself to become a defense counsel and therefore speak on behalf of the defense, but she can also speak on behalf of the people of Kenya who are suffering. I'm yet to hear LSK speak about the courts that were banned, the police stations that were banned, to speak about the vehicles that were banned, to speak about supermarkets that were looted and banned using petrol bombs. I want her to appreciate that she's not speaking for criminals only and suspects. She should speak for the people of Kenya. She should also speak for the peaceful protesters, whose peaceful protest has been disrupted by these same criminals we have arrested. I thought the LSK will be celebrating with the police that thank you very much because you are punishing these criminals that are infiltrating protests so that in future we have peaceful protests. Instead, what do? They want to secure these criminals to be free so that when the next protest happens, they will be in the streets assisting other criminals to interfere with peaceful protests, which is counterproductive. Any person who is pursuing peace should hold hands with the National Police Service and the security chiefs to get rid of these criminals so that in future then we will have peaceful protests in the country that are purpose-driven, not burning of properties. I want to tell Madam President, my former good student, that on this one she is damn wrong. Yeah, she is actually on the wrong side of history. She needs to quickly salvage her reputation by siding with criminals and terrorists and trying to defend them. And I want to tell also the opposition they are very damn wrong on this one. They should be the first ones to help us make sure that all these organizers of criminal activities are dealt with so that them, being in the opposition or any other citizen of Kenya, can now organize peaceful protests. On the question of Medihill, I would rather not interfere with that particular issue for the medical issue because it's already in the hands of my colleague, and the process will take, the law will take its course in the fullness of time. But those are some of the things that make Eldoret becomes a center of fraudulent activities and in this part of the world. And that's why I told the security team they must deal with all kind of fraud. Students being defrauded here, people being defrauded by medical practitioners, people being defrauded by land criminals, and all these characters. So it's all kinds of fraud that must be investigated and dealt with decisively. The last one, yes.
Yeah, my name is James.
I will come to you. I'm saying the last three. Yeah, I'll come back to you. Yeah.
My name is James Gachagua for Media Matters. I have one question. We've seen reports of what's happening in Chakama. Are there concerns currently from where you sit as regards to religious radicalization? Secondly, from the Jukwaa la Usalama where you've been, what are some of the cutting issues that have been raised by members of the public that you wish to share with us?
On the Chakama Ranch issue and the question of religious radicalization, I told you this is a problem that is still ongoing. religious radicalization in Kenya is not just confined to Kilifi. It's all over the place. You saw in Homa Bay the other day. There are some cases even in our counties here, in various parts of the country, but at a lower scale. The one in Chakama Ranch is because the actors in the past who have been radicalized are now, they want to start new cells, you know. The good news is that because of the work that was done in the past, we have put in place early warning system, and that's why we were able to avert the issues that are happening in Kilifi, and you can see our security team is capable of handling it. This is a sensitive issue. Even the people who have been arrested and taken to court, who have been taken to prison, and some of them who are being held in remand, are a problem in the prisons there. And so we have to deal with them in a special way. We must make sure that all of them are in solitary confinement so that they don't continue with this ideology and radicalize more people to suffer. So at least on this one, we have early warning systems in the areas that we suspect, and our security teams have been on high alert, and that is why at least no one has died. But you can see some people. You see, it's very difficult also to police everybody where they go and worship. It's only that when you see that there is an element of radicalization to it, is when the police come in. Otherwise, people have the freedom to worship. I'll take another 3, especially for local media here. 1, 2, and the lady. Where's the lady? Okay, 1, 2, 3. The 3 of you, the gentleman. I don't know where she went. Okay.
Why is it Eldoret has always been the target for these agents?
Okay. Employment agency.
Employment and the travel and foreign study services.
Okay.
Because most of the victims from what we've covered over time are from the neighboring counties of the Union County, but it's Eldoret that has been their target.
Okay.
Then there are claims that these people kind of because the number of arrests of the agents that have been made over time and those was presented in court is quite very low related to the number of cases that are happening being reported. So what is the police doing? Because there are claims that there could be collaboration because some of these agents are well known to the people. Then secondly, there's a story that NTV is following up an issue to do with fallen soldiers in the country, and they were asking. There's claims that there's from the widows and families of the fallen soldiers, the benefits kind of there's claim that the benefits always come in late. And then secondly, there's that argument about a fallen soldier who is said to have died by suicide. According to the forces, saying they're not given the benefit of
soldiers that is KDF.
Not KDF soldiers, any person in service. Okay. They're not given the benefit of.
First, I don't know a specific case, but let me say this, that we, in the National Police Service, all our officers who are serving and some who have retired or those who died in the course of duty, we are trying to make sure that we expedite the veterans law, which is now at a consultation stage, so that we can have clear legal framework for taking care of the families of those who die on duty. And the benefits of those who retire also should be taken good care of. And the pension issue in Kenya is not just for police officers or those who have been in service. It's a cross-cutting issue, which is of a challenge. But we want to work on the legal framework to make sure that most of these officers and their families are taken care of. So it is part of the police reforms. It was in the task force report that we must make sure that we work on that issue. On the question of why Eldoret, we are going to Jukwaa la Usalama to ask the residents here, why Eldoret? Why are fraudulent people taking advantage of you? Why do they feel easy to come and prey on citizens of this county and the region? First of all, you know, Eldoret is a catchment area of what was in the old days called the White Islands. This is a very rich area because there is a lot of farming, there is a lot of rain. So there is a lot of economic activity here and a lot of money exchange hands around here. So where you have resources and you have wealth, there also are, it attracts also these criminals, conmen and so forth. And people are taking advantage of families that do very hard work in their farming and their savings, and they want to take their children to school. That's why you have these fraudulent activities on education abroad, work abroad. You have all these fraudulent activities that are related to. You didn't even mention that there is also other activities here that involve a very old trade around harvesting time. That some characters will come to this town when there is a lot of harvesting that's happening here and defraud men in this city. So it is it's given with the the environment that we are dealing with here is because people are targeting the wealth of the people in this place. What is important is for us to deal with it decisively, and we have discussed some strategies with the team on how to go forward. But even when we go back, the Inspector General of Police and the Directorate of Criminal Investigations might have to send a special investigation team to once and for all crack this issue. As to whether few people are being taken to court or not, I have no information that. You see, even one person can defraud so many people. One agency can defraud so many people. So it doesn't have to be many agencies for it to become fraudulent or for many people to suffer. So, but again, ladies and gentlemen, and residents of this region, let us also not fall prey. There are some things that we can check. You can check with your chief, you can check with your friend. Everybody is trying to hide that they have got a good deal. You see this thing, somebody saying, I have a good deal here, like the story of Mercury. Somebody's walking around saying, nimepata mtu wa kuuza Mercury, and it's in every town. And one person thinks that he's the only one who has the Mercury. Kumbe there is another one who has the Mercury here, and they are meeting in one building here. Maybe KVDA building, they are trying to sell Mercury, non-existent Mercury. So there is a lot of fraud that happens around here. I want to ask residents to be careful. Last question, or second last.
My name is Gibasu Maya from KBC. And during the Jukwaa of Salama sessions we've been having across the country, going to Turkana, Samburu, the main issue there is cattle rustling.
And banditry issues, yeah.
But cattle rustling issue, because I understand it, I'm a member here, I'm a dweller here. It's a largely peaceful county. But my question is, what stands out? What's the main issue here?
As I said earlier, and rightly put, as I told you, these issues of fraud, there are issues of political incitement that take place here. There are issues of intercommunal conflicts or inter-society conflicts, and that's why some of those issues I've raised here. But also, these are just the briefs I've gotten from the security teams. We will be with you the whole day. You will hear some of the key issues from now the wananchi here, from the chiefs and assistant chiefs. And I told you, drug and alcohol abuse. Some of those things that I talked about earlier are some of the key issues from the security team. But from the citizens, you will hear the entire day what could be some of the key issues. And again, I'm going to have a session with you guys in the evening. All the media houses operating from here, media channels, social media, and all that in the evening. That should give you, after we've listened to the citizens of this place, that should give us the opportunity to interrogate some of the concerns they've raised. Lastly, you. There was no lady. There was no lady. It's okay. She's not a journalist. Yeah. Atauliza kwa hall. Yeah.
I'm Timothy Kiplimo from CAS.
Yeah.
One, during the president's visit to Kaptagat, we had the president issue stand 182. Maybe the opposition leaders on grounds that they were financing the demos. They have been also on record talking tough to these leaders that we are coming for you, we are coming to arrest you. You have just said that investigations are ongoing. 3 weeks down the line, maybe where are we? And how soon are we going to see arrest? Given the fact that we are heading to election in 1 year, how far are we now?
Do you remember the story of the guy who interacted with Jesus on the road to Emmaus? Yeah, Cleopas. And as he talked to Jesus, he asked Jesus. He was telling Jesus about the story of Jesus. Then Jesus was feigning ignorance. He was asked, "Are you new in Jerusalem?" You know, Timothy, you need to know that we have charged a number of people. What is the reason why people are complaining about terrorism charges? It's because we have charged them. We've charged a number of political actors. If you watch our whole process that was going on, and they got some bail terms that we were not happy with. And we are going to charge others. Others happen next week, the others the other week. You saw even another one complaining the other day and celebrating that, oh yeah, he was not charged for terrorism. If the investigation in future shows that any person had committed acts of terror, we will just charge them. Let me say this, it will not matter how long it will take. And we are not going to rest. And there is no, crime does not have limitation of time. So if it takes 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, we will charge everybody who has committed any offense in all these criminal activities that happened on 25th and 7th. And I'm happy with the progress we are making. And you will be reporting in the news continuously, maybe until the end of the year, a number of characters that will be taking them to court. And we are very, very, they have never seen something like this. And what you will see in the next few weeks is something you've never seen also before. Consistency on the part of the National Police Service in investigating, arresting. When your file is ready, we are not waiting for another person. When your file is ready, you go to court. We will get another one. Your file is ready, you go to court. Because it was easy to commit these offenses as a group. But now, you must stand on the dock as an individual. And kila mtu atachukua mzigo yake mwenyewe. Asante sana.
So, sir, this one is one service that we offer to our clients. And from there, we have had a number of applicants, but for purposes of this account, yes, we have around 6 certificates which we wish that you hand them over you, plus our PS communication to the applicants. Fake.
Oh, how are you? What's your name? Wewe ndio umekujia hii? Hii ni nini? Hii karatasi ni nani? Kama nione kama una taarifa ile vitu some pamoja. Ndio hii. Rafael Rian Odwor. Ni yako? Shika. Shika wewe mwenyewe. Very good. Mimi nimekuwa registered, ndio? Sawa. Umeenda shule? Uko class? Oh baby? PP2, fantastic. Good job. Well done. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Olivia Chepkemoi, the mom. Wewe ndio Bruno?
Yes.
Okay. And then Nicole Rita Ajuma, mtoto. Cecilia. Pongezi. Asante sana. Thank you.
With your permission, let the CS.
Okay. Yeah.
Wilson, no, the owner of his, this is a death certificate, the deceased, so you are the family, you are next of kin, the brother. Okay. Pole. Okay.
Thank you very much. First tuendelee namna hiyo.
Welcome to National Registration Bureau. Here we are issuing identity cards using the new live capture machines. And through the machines, the process has been very efficient. These applicants will get their IDs in the next 3 days. They will be able now to get, so by Friday, Monday, they will get their IDs. They are chiefs. They are now taking full responsibility. They are the one who identify the applicants. Like now, these applicants, the chief must be.
You know the parents, yeah? You have already checked your document. Very good. How are you? How old are you? 19. You just finished school. Yeah? Oh.
So after the identification process, now they come here now for the one person. Yes. And when the details, the applicant is also able now to counter check. That's why now we have the two screens to counter check, so that to ensure that the names are correctly spelled, the details and everything is well done. Yes. So once this process is finalized, within no, it is this now this another
This one has advanced
this
in the process.
no, this another unit. So
But it has advanced beyond kuchaza.
yes.
Huyu ashapitia amefika
Photo.
amefika ya mwisho. Chukua picha.
Yeah. So one machine is able now to complete the whole process. So what happens is that once they apply, like now here we have about 4 units, so we can be able now to do 4 applicants simultaneously, and set the information to Nairobi within seconds. So the logistical challenge that we had of getting documents has now been sorted by these machines.
Well done. So this is it takes how many minutes to serve one person?
About 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, at this stage. So maybe the entire process is about 10-15 minutes.
About 10 minutes.
Kama imeenda sana 8.
Yes.
But
So
also the numbers are not that they are coming at a long queue.
yes. So they are able now to manage. But for those stations where we have big numbers, we deploy more machines.
So this, you do everything done.
Yes.
So these are the first 50.
Yeah, these are the first 50.
So you did them today?
Yes.
This was did today?
This one, they are not even all. But you will issue 5.
For today?
Yes.
Yes.
Allah?
So these applications are now in
This is
our
very good. Where are they?
They are here.
This is very good. Where is Nishike? Wapi Masi Chepchirchir? How are you? Sasa, this is the young generation. Well done. Wapi James Gaduru? Well done, James. Yeah? Very good. Umemaliza shule? Alan Koech. These are all young people. Yeah, very good. Brian Kipchumba.
Well done. Huyu amekujia kitambulisho.
Oh, huyu amekuja ID.
Brian,
Brian.
after Brian.
Very good. Asante sana. And then huyu mtapewa tu hizi zingine. Nani Masi Chelimo? Uli apply lini? Last week. Very good. Na ukachelewa kwa nini kuchukua last week? Yetu ni yako. Oh, ulikuwa shule. Very good. Are you in college?
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Okay. The others are. We have Santry. Yeah, fanya hiyo moja ndio tuende.
How are you? Unaitwa nani? You also applied? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Oh, nice.
Asante sana.
Salamia kidogo. Salamia kidogo. Halo. Haya, sikizeni. Leo tuko vizuri sana. Minister yetu ko hapa, amepeana birth certificate, amepeana vitambulisho. Wacha tuone tuongeleshe kidogo. Salamia wananchi saa.
Haya, Wasingishu hoye. Habari zenu? Now we are very happy. Tumeona kwamba mmeona kazi yenye tunafanya hapa. Mmeona birth certificates inapeanwa kwa sehemu hii na death certificates which is registration na mambo ya ID inafanywa hapa. Nimefurahi sana kwamba using this live capture machine watu wengi asubuhi karatasi karibu 30 ya siku ya leo, na by the end of the day expected of 100 even 200, kumaanisha kwamba there is need to make sure that in all the sub counties ya Uasin Gishu na especially kwa town hapa watu wengi wanakuwa facilitated wapate ID zao. Hii Uasin Gishu tumewaambia Wakenya kwamba sasa ni rahisi kupata ID. Ukiapply ID yako kati ya siku 7 umepata. Ya pili tunakuletea birth certificate, death certificate unapata immediately hapo. Ya tatu ni kwamba ID inaapplywa na hakuna kitu unalipa. Unapewa free. Ya nne ni kwamba most people hapa because border sio mbali walikuwa wanasungushwa kusema vetting lazima ikuwe extra and so forth. Hiyo vetting iliondolewa. Lakini sasa chiefs mjue namna hii. Hiyo kuondoa vetting ndio sisi tulileta more stringent responsibilities kwa chief. Every chief mwenye anasign mtu lazima akuwa anajua huyo mtu anatoka sehemu hiyo. Na mwenye chief akifanya hivyo anaweka kidole yake. So hakuna venye ataepa. Tukipata mtu amepewa the wrong person who is not a Kenyan, amepewa documentation ya Kenya, chief anavutwa, alafu anapelekwa kotini, anastakiwa, na mwenye alichukua documents anashikwa, anapelekwa kotini na chief, wanaenda kuishi huko kwa jela wakirekebishwa polepole, na hiyo documents inakuwa cancelled. So it's a very serious process. Unajua kuna watu wengine wanafikiria we are taking it easy, ati ku remove vetting inamaanisha sasa anybody can just wake up and say I want a Kenyan ID. No. It is only a Kenyan who is known to be a resident of that area, now whose parents are known to the chief, now the documents of the parents are also part of the documents that are used to get an ID. Where huyo mtu ana wazazi, lazima apitie an affidavit. Lazima kuna affidavit anajaza, ndio hiyo affidavit itasema kwamba yeye ni mtu ya sehemu hiyo, ndio sasa chief aweke kidole yake na akuwe ni testimony ya sehemu hii. Tuko hii Uasin Gishu siku ya leo kwa jukwaa la usalama, na we want to make sure that hii services ya IDs inaendelea kufikia kila mmoja. Kwa hivyo asanteni sana kwa kazi nzuri, Mungu awabariki na tutaonana tena baadaye. Thank you.